Hello, it's Jono. This is the pitch for the Tattoo History and Culture podcast. You can find me, jonoelderton@gmail.com. Hello, it's jono.home.blog and twitter.com/jonoelderton. My bona fides. 20 years of professionally honed skill in writing and communication, either through journalism and media management, copywriting, public speaking, critical research and reporting, and creative content development. I have a lot of experience, and I've worked with some leading companies such as IIR Conferences, the South Sydney Rabbitohs, Flight Centre Limited, and even a Nova Corporation in Japan. I have the ability to produce ethically sound, professionally referenced creative materials for print, websites, social media, podcasting, and video projects. I can also link them together to create a really strong product. I have also gathered in excess of 30 tattoos over the past 20 years and spent more than 150 hours in the chair from all across the world. My full CV can be found here. Hello, it's jono.home.blog/resume. The Tattoo History and Culture podcast will illustrate evidence and theming of historical tattoo cultures, the similarities, differences, idiosyncrasies, and major discussion points. Majority of tattoo podcasts are aimed at practicing artists, their business, artist anecdotes of the clients and their own work. I'm looking to go back further. I want to know where these cultures originated, what were their characteristics, what people thought of them, who died out, who's still here, and how it contributes today. So why choose a podcast? Well, podcasts are becoming increasingly popular. I myself love the medium. 6 months ago, I couldn't listen to a podcast. Now I can create one. They're only going to get more popular, and they appeal to markets today. I think they're really interesting, and I only think they're going to grow further, so I want to be a part of it. So think of it this way. You have a triangle. At the top of this triangle is your podcast. The bottom two parts of your triangle is your blog site and social media. All of this works together to create your product. And inside the triangle is your curated material. These are images, scripts, videos. It is your sourcing, your bibliographies, engagement and feedback from readers and listeners. It is also other material from other sources that you're moving together to strengthen your product and utilizing, whether it is news articles, analytics, all that type of material can be created content if you work together to put it in there. It's really important that the triangle is strong. The initial series will enable the Tattoo History and Culture podcast to become established. It'll be a known professional podcast product. The other stuff around it will further strengthen the grist of the podcast objectives. I think the pod can reach at least 100 episodes, and this can branch out to spin-off tattoo-related topics. It's anticipated that the Hello, it's Jono branded content will strengthen the product across all of the platforms, whether it's social media or in print or any other way that people are going to engage with my product. The Tattoo History and Culture podcast is also set up to develop commercial revenue streams, such as exclusivity to a podcast website provider or an investor, sponsorship for views, reviews, subscriptions, and ad reads, social media advertising content, and building strategic relationships, whether that's with tattoo artists themselves, tattoo manufacturers for ink and aftercare, or even brands that like to associate themselves with tattoos. So my audience, tattooed people, podcast listeners, but more importantly, podcast subscribers, readers, listeners, artists, and other enthusiasts of tattoo culture and history, history lovers, and casual podcast listeners. These casual podcast listeners you want to turn into subscribers. You get more money that way, you get more engagement, more feedback, and a better product. Finally, I'll leave you with some contemporaries. Dan Carlin's Hardcore History, The Ringer, the Serial Killer Podcast. These three websites, podcasts, feature content that I wish to be able to create. Linked together, working together, highly viewed, curated content that resonates with people that listen, read, write, watch. That's what I want to become. Thanks for your time.